I like this class very much. We tied the record for signing ESPN 300 prospects in one class with 19. Class consisted of 3 5-stars, 16 4-stars, and various sites. Signed the top player in the state of Louisiana for the third straight year, Leonard Fournette, Dante Jackson, and Richard Lawrence up north. Enjoyed the fact that we went up north and got some key participants in the class. Signed 9 of the top 10 in the state of Louisiana. And, for those young men that are looking for an opportunity to continue their football career in this state, it tells them they can stay home. We had 5 mid-year enrollees. Wide receiver D. Anderson will immediately work into some of the business that were offensively. Linebacker Michael Divinity, very, very talented guy, from the city. Savion Smith from Florida, again, a very talented defensive back. Stephon Sullivan, a 6'6" wide receiver, and Devin White, a 250-pound, very fast tailback. Those 5 guys will start practice with us in the spring and start our coaching sessions and be involved. The class consists of 23 prospects from 5 different states, 16 in Louisiana, 3 in Texas, 2 in Florida, 1 in Arizona, 1 in Alabama. 70% of this class is from Louisiana. 46 of 79 scholarship players in Louisiana, roughly 60% of our team is from Louisiana. Goals of this class certainly were to meet specific needs. We needed a great defensive line class. We needed a great wide receiver class. We needed also to have linebackers and offensive line, defensive backs, and quarterback. But we had probably the best class nationally in the defensive line and wide receivers. The defensive line had 5 signees. Richard Lawrence, the number 1 player in the state of Louisiana. Edwin Alexander, again, a big, strong inside guy and a very 4-star athlete right out of Louisiana. Defensive end, Glenn Logan, the number 2 player in the state of Louisiana. Andre Anthony, a defensive end from the city, and a great, very fast, great speed rusher. Caleb Roddy, again, another defensive end that can come off the edge, is 6'5" and has length, talented guy. And again, the 5-star would be Richard Lawrence. 4 stars would be the rest of those men. That would be the top defensive line class in the country. Linebackers, again, a key to this class. We signed 5-star prospect Michael Divinity. Also signed a 4-star and great leader in Rasan Thornton from Texas. And we put some guys around them that will have the flexibility to play nickel and dime and have the ability to, with the new Okie defense, step in and play some linebacker as well. The wide receivers, we took 3. Again, it was the top wide receiver class in the nation, in D. Anderson, Stephon Sullivan, and Drake Davis. All have great height and length at the position, big guys with ball skills, guys that can go up and get the ball, and the style of player that we really needed to add to the team. Defensive backs, another key opinion. This is the best collection of defensive backs maybe in college football history on paper. A great collection of young men that are able to play multiple spots in our secondary. 5-star Christian Fulton from Louisiana, really a true corner, the ability to really move his feet, very smart guy, make a lot of adjustments and play a bunch of positions in the secondary. Savion Smith from Florida, again, a tall, 6'2", very, very talented, great skill, great ball skill, style of corner. And four-star Eric Monroe, Greedy Williams, and Cam Lewis. And both Greedy Williams from Shreveport and Cam Lewis from Monroe are up north. Really nice to add those. Greedy will be a natural corner as well, so this will give us a lot of flexibility with how to play our safeties, considering that we can step corners on the field that can really shut down some passing. Offensive line, signed the top two guys in the state of Louisiana with Willie Allen from John Curtis in New Orleans and Donovan Campbell from Ponchatoula. And again, two very, very talented guys. We added Lloyd Cushenberry again from Dutchtown. Very athletic guy, a 6'3", 330 pounder that it really is flexible and can move his feet and will give us a center guard style of player. Went to Mobile and got a Ja'Cory Savage, guy that showed good in our camp, and will need some certain work. He's a little thin right now, but he's the kind of guy that has real mobility and will grow into his body. So the Willie Allen was certainly one of the top targets of the class. We needed to keep our best players in Louisiana at home. He was certainly one. Donovan Campbell, again, was the top inside prospect in the state. We had to have a quarterback. We need to continue to compete at that spot. And Lindsey Scott gave us a great opportunity. We lost on a guy that decided to stay close to home. About the time that Lindsey Scott opened his recruitment, and it really was perfect timing. We think he'll be a guy that can throw it and run it and extend plays, and yet really give you a very bright leader on the field. So we're looking forward to seeing how he competes. The signing class overview, looking at these guys singularly. Savion Smith is from IMG, an elite shutdown corner with exceptional closing speed. Andreas Williams, 6'2", 165, again from Shreveport, Louisiana, four-star corner, great length, big frame, going to be a real elite player. Cameron Lewis really played quarterback for Wasserman High School, but had great speed in our camp, and looks to me that he'll be a physical safety prospect and a nice addition to our team. Eric Monroe is an elite an elite safety, one of the top prospects in the 2016 class. Has great closing speed. It's very physical, great coverage skills. Christian Fulton, a five-star corner out of Rummel, coached by Jay Roth, a superb ball skill man and a guy that has great speed and just really exactly what we needed. Putting him in that spot will give flexibility to a lot of guys around him. Edwin Alexander, another defensive lineman, 6'2", 333, four-star, again, one of the best defensive tackles in high school this year. Rashard Lawrence, the number one player in our state, five-star from Neville. Again, we're doing much better in the northern part of the state and putting us in a position to kind of go back up there and have our presence felt. But this Lawrence has a non-stop motor for a big man. Caleb Roddy from Denham Springs High School, a four-star defensive end, long, agile, very capable. And again, Andre Anthony, 6'4", 219, reminds you of a Kiki Mingo, has really elite speed and can rush the passer. Glenn Logan, again, the four-star, the second player in the state of Louisiana, 6'4", 284 from Destrehan High School. A tremendous, big, physical man. Again, Michael Divinity, a 6'2", 218 from Marrero, Louisiana, John Ehret High School. Very violent, very fast, very capable. Really going to be a guy that fits into this Okie defense, and the opportunity for him to stand up and play very significant football as a true freshman. Rasan Thornton, a 6'2", 211 from Shoemaker High School, four-star, and again, he was a defensive end that we're moving to linebacker, and gives us great speed, very, very quick. The wide receivers, again, we think are the best group. This threesome, D. Anderson's 6'5", 200 pounds, out of DeSoto High School, rangy, great ball range, and can great ball skills. A guy has great height, can go get it. Stefan Sullivan, wide receiver again, 6'5", 230, freshman, Donaldsonville High School. Again, very, very talented player. And we took Drake Davis out of IMG Academy. He runs a 10 300 meters. He plays soccer, football, basketball, and it'd be my guess he could swing a bat and play baseball. Certainly the best wide receiver class possibly in the country. The offensive line class gives you Ja'Cory Savage at 6'5", 289, will develop, get stronger, and certainly need some time, maybe a redshirt candidate, but very mobile. Lloyd Cushenberry, 6'4", again, 320 from Dutchtown, very mobile. Benny Saya coaches him there. And the most explosive guard prospect in the state, Donovan Campbell, a 6'5", 350-pounder. That when you watch his film, it's pretty exciting to watch those guys back up. Running back Devin White, a 6 foot, 250-pounder, remarkably fast for as big as he is, and a guy that you'll enjoy watching run the ball for the Tigers. And Jamal Pettigrew. Jamal Pettigrew is a 6'6", 218-pounder that is a guy that really has great ball skills, gives us great range for a tight end, but also will give you impact in the running game as well. So he's a guy that we would expect could see immediate playing time and play quickly. The specialist, Connor Culp, kicker, 5'10", 995 pounds, but is the fourth best kicker in the country, and a guy that can give you range. His big leg was at our camp. You know, if you look at some of the statistics I was reading when it came to height and range and those things, what we've done more of this year is we've taken guys that were bigger and stronger and taller, and had length for an attribute, a characteristic, long arms, big hands, and strength. And we did it really across the board at a number of positions, and it's one of the reasons why this class is so highly ranked.